What's up? It's your boy Kaiju Kong, emerging from the depths of sweet solitude to bring you some more Sigma soul sustenance. This video is brought to you by a suggestion made by Loner Guy, who asked if I could explain if and why Batman is a Sigma male. Loner Guy, this is a shout out to you. Thank you very much for the video suggestion. So, Batman, perhaps one of the most iconic superheroes, the masked vigilante who watches over Gotham City, feared by its criminals and at times misunderstood by its citizens. He used the pain of his parents' murder as fuel to dish out his own personal brand of justice. So, is Batman a Sigma male? What about Bruce Wayne himself, the man behind the mask? The man who calls all the shots, is he a Sigma male? The short answer is yes. To find out why, keep watching. I'll even include a little nugget of wisdom for those who stick around till the very end. So without further ado, let's dive in. Reason number 1. It goes without saying that Bruce Wayne does what 99% of the people around him do not do. He clearly goes against the grain. Everyone has a dream for a better future or a more ideal world, yet only a few, like Bruce Wayne, are willing to act on those dreams. Unlike the majority who just pay lip service to the problems of the city, Bruce Wayne sacrifices much more and deals with issues head on. His daily schedule, his workout regimen, his diet, and his relationships are quite different from those of the majority, and they all reflect a man of high purpose and laser focus. Let's not forget that even among other superheroes, Batman stands out just by the fact that he does not innately possess any actual superpowers. Reason number 2. Bruce Wayne, with or without the mask, is completely autonomous. He is definitely the outlier who plays outside the so-called social hierarchy and goes his own way. He answers to nobody and limits his team to those very essential to him.
I was just talking to Robin. I think you should too.
Bruce, you need me out there. We can find Scarecrow faster together.
What you're working on is more important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Okay. Listen, try checking in once in a while. We're partners, remember?
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna ready?
Even those who report to him are encouraged to be similarly independent and know well not to get in his way. They usually fill supportive roles like Alfred Pennyworth, his butler, or are specialists like Lucius Fox. The way he operates as Batman highlights his lone wolf mentality, as he is an outlaw. He is an independent enforcer of justice. Joining the police would only restrict his movements and jurisdiction due to bureaucracy, and possibly even have his actions hampered by internal corruption. On the other hand, as Batman, he can do more damage and strike at the root of the problem. His skills and technology aid him in taking down targets that the police cannot. Batman dishes out justice the way he sees fit. Because of this, he is seen in the public eye to linger in the morally gray area, not evil yet not also good as defined by the standards of society. This is clearly portrayed in the following movie clip.
Endure, Master Wayne. Take it. They'll hate you for it, but that's the point of Batman. He can be the outcast. He can make the choice, but no one else can make the right choice.
Reason number 3. He mastered the art of being a social chameleon in order to protect his identity. It is said that Bruce Wayne has 3 main personalities. The first is his base personality, which he displays to those who knew him growing up, like Alfred, his butler, and even Lucius Fox.
I need you to go back to Wayne Enterprises right now and start making more of that antidote. I think the police are going to need as much as they can get their hands on, okay?
The second is his public persona, which is used mainly to throw off any suspicions of him being connected in any way to the Batman.
What are you doing?
Just swimming. Wow. Please, leave me in peace. Please go. Stop smiling. It's not a joke. Please leave. The party's over. Get out.
The apple has fallen very far from the tree, Mr. Wayne.
as you'll notice, his public persona is goofy and downright embarrassing at times, but he is prepared to sacrifice his ego and possibly even family name for the greater good of society. Having little to no regard for being viewed as either alpha or beta in others' eyes is a mark of a mature Sigma male, for he no longer abides by the games of the social hierarchy. Last but not the least, his third personality is that of the Batman, ferocious and terrifying. People often say the Batman personality is his real personality, while Bruce Wayne is just the mask, but I disagree. It takes a Sigma male to know a Sigma male, and it further takes a Sigma to explain one. Bruce Wayne only has one personality, and these three personas are just different complementary sides, or rather, the three pillars of that one personality. This one personality is a man who will stop at nothing to save others, a force of nature, a man who truly embodies the ideal of altruism. He has transcended being just a man and became a symbol personified in flesh and blood. This is his true personality. Knowing this, you'll better understand him when he says, "It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me." Or, "I wear a mask, and that mask, it's not to hide who I am, but to create what I am." Or lastly, "I am whatever Gotham needs me to be." Reason number 4.
Respirator useless. It's the bat! Put him down!
Batman is a one-man army. As I mentioned previously, Batman sets himself apart from other superheroes in that he does not possess any actual superpowers, yet still is able to be highly proficient at what he does. How does he do this? Batman fully subscribes to the T.R.A.P mentality that I discussed in one of my earlier videos. To find out more about that, click the card displaying in the corner above. A mature Sigma male constantly pursues perfection in all aspects that are significant to his purpose. In doing so, he requires the least amount of help in his chosen occupation. The same can be said of the Batman. He is at the pinnacle physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Even his suit, his gadgets, his home, and his Batmobile subscribe to this very same T.R.A.P philosophy. Batman fits as many possible uses into one thing, so that he, as a single man, can do the job of 4 or more people and requires as little external support as possible. Batman, above all, is self-dependent and self-reliant. He knows that every second he wastes waiting for backup is a potential for the enemy to slip through his fingers or for lives to be lost. Reason number 5.
After that night we spent in Metropolis, you could have just called.
I'm not here for you. It means this is the end, Selina. It means we can't. I can't.
I will see you again, right?
No one will. Gotham needs something more, something worse to defend her.
A Sigma male is a man of purpose and mission. He puts goals above girls. And this is evident with Bruce Wayne. He often fears the more people he involves himself with, the more people potentially are at risk.
It's Batman. He's abandoned you, thrown you away like an unwanted puppy.
My name is Jason Todd.
Who do you hate?
Batman.
Excellent. Of course you do. Did you get that, Bats? Kid's not yours anymore. He's mine. Mine.
And this goes the same with women. Adding that to the fact that his daily routine is hectic enough as a masked vigilante makes him unable to afford the luxury of a stable relationship. But don't get me wrong, It is these same masculine traits of purpose and focus that make him extremely attractive to women, and he undoubtedly has gotten himself involved with several women, even though these were short-lived.
Some things you can't do alone, Bruce.
And some things you have to.
Call if you need me.
I won't.
I know. I just wanted to say it.
I just want you to be certain. When the blood of the demon takes hold, you will be on your own.
Like always.
Then may the spirits be kind.
Reason number 6.
All units, we've got a 1033 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247. Suspected officer down.
Hey, Batman.
Every damn time.
Putting all the previous points together with the fact that he remains as low-key and appears as goofy as possible as Bruce Wayne makes him quite mysterious as a character. Like an onion, there are many layers to him, and only a chosen few get to see the inner layers. Even those who think they have him figured out are constantly surprised. Bruce Wayne uses this to his advantage, especially when dealing with formidable opponents.
Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
You're coming with me. No more Batman. I've won. I'm not afraid, Crane. Impossible.
After all, as I mentioned in a previous point, he does not have a fixed base personality. He is always adapting and improving, but aligned to uphold an ideal. He lives isolated from the population, and even in his own home he isolates himself underground.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
He prefers to play in the shadows where he can remain unseen. Mystery and remaining elusive protects him and those he cares about. It is often the same for us Sigma males, and sets us apart from the largely outspoken alpha males, where what you see is often what you get. Or rather, what you see is often better than what you actually get.
If you're working alone, wear a mask.
I'm not afraid to be seen standing up to these guys.
The mask's not for you. It's to protect the people you care about. Count to 5, then throw.
Sigmas, I've noticed, especially the more dangerous and effective ones, prefer to lay low and even underestimated, because doing so enables them to move and improve under the radar and free from the pressure and meddling opinions of spectators. With Sigma males, we strike unexpectedly in the darkness, like lightning, so quick and powerful that even the sound of thunder comes at a delay. Reason number 7.
You wait here while I get behind him. We'll take him down faster if we work together.
When do I join in?
You'll know when you see it. Come on out, Bat!
You sure took your time back there.
I was testing your self-control.
Did I pass?
You need practice. Come on.
Batman leads himself and those who join him, but he seeks no position for the sake of power. He leads to fulfill a purpose, not to establish a pack.
You don't have to do this on your own, Bruce. I can help you.
It's under control. We need that antidote. I'll handle this. You're needed back in Bloodhaven.
Come on, Bruce. Look, let me help. You can't do it all on your own.
It's too dangerous. I won't risk losing anyone else. Bloodhaven needs you.
All right. I can take a hint. But if you want to keep tabs on that truck, you're gonna need this.
In everything he does, he would first do it himself if possible. Those who later got involved in his work were essential to him, or he had no choice but to involve them either because they found out Batman's true identity eventually, or because Batman took them in as orphans, such as in the case of Dick Grayson, who later on became Robin, his sidekick. Even if a Sigma male is portrayed as a powerful alpha-like character, one key difference between an alpha and a Sigma is that where an alpha is likened to a king, a Sigma male is seen as the king maker. The same can be said of the Batman. He helps the larger social hierarchy that is Gotham City, but he does not look to lead it. In fact, he promotes another man, Harvey Dent, as the potential leader.
Look at this face. This is the face of Gotham's bright future. To Harvey Dent. Let's hear it for him.
Harvey is that hero. He locked up half of the city's criminals, and he did it without wearing a mask. Gotham needs a hero with a face.
An interesting point I want to end this video off with is that over time, Bruce Wayne recognizes that he can only achieve so much as just one man, no matter how powerful he is.
Know your limits, Master Wayne.
Batman has no limits.
Well, you do, sir.
Well, can't afford to know him.
And what's going to happen on the day that you find out?
We all know how much you like to say, I told you so.
On that day, Master Wayne, even I won't want to.
One of a Sigma male's weaknesses comes from his strength of extreme self-dependency and self-reliance, where eventually he does realize that bigger goals demand that he break free from his comfort zone and place his trust and confidence in other individuals or a team.
I can't do it. I can't stop them.
No, you can't. Not on your own, but it's high time you realize that you are a man, not an island. And a man's strength comes not from just brawn and intelligence, but also from his allies.
One alert. The Joker has escaped from his cell and is leading the riots at Blacking. Repeat, the Joker has taken over the entire prison. Multiple casualties, multiple hostages. Again, we have lost Blacking. Captain Gordon is calling on anyone for assistance.
They need you.
No. They need us.
It is a tough chain to break, yet is one that needs to be broken nevertheless. Batman eventually sets aside this discomfort and helps organize a group of superheroes dedicated to fighting crime and injustice, known as the Justice League. He was highly respected by those he worked with, particularly since he was a man who could practically walk among the gods. Let us not forget that in order to reach these heights and state of personal development, it took years of patience and consistency in working towards becoming the Batman. Bruce Wayne sacrificed much more than his peers of the same age did, and this way he was able to live a life very different from them. Of course, you can say that his wealth helped him, but I'd argue that not everyone would have used that wealth for a greater purpose as he did. Because if Bruce Wayne were a beta male, he would have just squandered his wealth on vacations around the world, choosing to fill his life with so much pleasure to forget the pain he suffered as a child, aka the path of least resistance, aka the path of weakness. Therefore, the sacrificial path that Bruce Wayne did take and the way that he did use his resources that he inherited speaks much of his character. If you were in his shoes, would you have done the same? If this video helped you in any way, do leave a like and comment your thoughts down below. Also, if you aim to grow to your full potential as a Sigma male, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications button if you haven't already done so. More videos are on the way. This is the channel where Sigma males level up. We are not just lone wolves or tigers here, we are evolving to become kaijus, the true Sigma male beasts. I invite you to level up with us. And with that, thank you very much for joining me. This is Kaiju Kong signing off. Take care, brothers.